Hello everyone and welcome to our week 3 video. This is January the 25th through January the 31st. This is a very important week for us here in Abnormal Psychology. We are devoting the entire week to go over our case study project. Now this case study project we will be working on little bit by bit the entire semester, and it is due at the end of the semester, and we'll talk a little bit about that in just a second. It's really important this week that you watch all of the videos, you go through all of the paperwork so that if you have any questions, you can get them answered pretty quickly before you get too involved into this project. There's a lot included in this folder. You're watching the week 3 video. I have made several overview videos for you to go over explaining different elements of this project. And this week you have 3 things due: the week 3 quiz, you have a case study diagnosis submission, and a Flipgrid due. There is our video. In the case study project folder here is going to be all of the very important information that you will need for this project. I want to draw your attention over also, if you look on the left-hand menu in Blackboard, I've also got all of this posted as well in that folder on the left-hand side. So after this week goes by, if you need to reference anything, it will be in that left-hand tab on the menu on Blackboard. You can see there are all of your due dates for this project. You'll also have several homework assignments that go along with that as well. The videos that I'm going to go over today, the handouts, some examples, and the submission for your final case study that is due in further down the road in April. But let's go back to this week's folder so that we can talk a little bit more about what you need to do for this week. So I'd like you to open up this case study project folder, and there's a lot of information in here. I've got a folder here within a folder that has 2 important videos. On this first video, very important that you watch. There's a Word document that's also included in this folder called the Case Study Project Guidelines. In this video I've made, I go through that entire Word document line by line so that you can understand what is expected of you, what you're responsible for, and how your grade will be comprised on this project. The second video that I've made is going over all of the different diagnoses that you have to choose from for your case study project. Some of them are very common diagnoses that a lot of people are familiar with. Some are more obscure that I explain a little bit further. If we go back to that folder, those 2 videos are here in this first part, the case study videos. I've got the list of the case study topics. I've got the written project guidelines, which you need to make sure that you go over. And here I've got a folder with some previous students' papers that they have graciously donated to our cause so that you can use those as kind of a reference guide to see what these case studies should look like. Now, I'll warn you, none of these are perfect papers. Some of them come pretty darn close, but they are all A papers that will give you a good idea of what I'm looking for in this project. Also this week, oh, sorry, I went too far out. Also this week, you will have a quiz that is about the case study. You have to submit your diagnosis. What you're going to do on here is basically type in right in this box right here what you're choosing as your diagnosis. All you have to do is type in major depression, or if you choose social phobia, if you choose dependent personality disorder, whatever it is you choose, you just type it in the submission box and hit submit. That is due on Sunday the 31st before 11:59 p.m. You don't have to write anything else, just the diagnosis. Let's go back again. Like I said, you do have a quiz, and then finally you'll have a Flipgrid, which I have not made yet, but that'll be on here as well, just telling us why you chose this topic. It could be something as simple as it's something that somebody you know has been diagnosed with. Maybe you've seen a movie about it. Maybe you've always found it interesting, whatever. So if you have any questions, as always, please let me know. Drop me an email if you need anything at all. Have a great week.